Do you want to visit one of Europe's most beautiful and joyful countries? Denmark. It has breathtaking scenery that will take your breath away. Are you ready to experience some of the world's most attractive cities, coastal villages, green hills, woodlands, and beautiful lakes? Join us as we uncover the top 10 destinations in all of Denmark. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with all our latest destinations. Number 10. Wadden Sea National Park. Located in the Wadden Sea, which is shared by Germany, the Netherlands, and Denmark, this national park is comprised of more than 30 islands and is home to hundreds of migrating birds, as well as the nesting grounds for several kinds of seals. Birdwatching is perhaps the most popular activity in the Wadden Sea, which is one of the 10 most significant wetlands in the world. Oyster picking is another enjoyable activity that may be done in the Wadden Sea National Park. Number 9. Bornholm. Located in the Baltic Sea between Poland and Sweden, rather than Denmark, you may take a boat to get there. There are medieval castles here. The island of Bornholm is also the location of the suspense novel Hornet Flight by Ken Follett. The island is home to a number of charming windmill-adorned villages and several circular churches. Bornholm's exceptional environment ranges from jagged sea cliffs and forests to beautiful valleys and beaches. It was held by the Germans and the Soviets during World War II. Number 8. Roskilde. One of Denmark's early capitals, Roskilde is located 30 kilometers west of the modern capital, Copenhagen. Many Danish kings and queens are buried in here. Their bodies were laid to rest at the Roskilde Cathedral, Scandinavia's first brick Gothic cathedral, which was built in the 12th century. Another popular site is the Viking Ship Museum, which houses the remnants of 5 Viking ships that were sunk to defend Roskilde from sea invasions. Aside from the Roskilde jars, 3 enormous jars built to celebrate the city's first 1,000 years, you may also wish to visit the former royal palace, which is now an art museum. The world-famous rock music festival, the Roskilde Festival, takes place here every year in late June or early July. Number 7. Skagen. Skagen, the city at Denmark's farthest northern point, is not only a major fishing port, but also a major tourist attraction, drawing in over 2 million people every year. Impressionist artists flocked to this picturesque fishing community in the 19th century for its picturesque seascapes, long sandy beaches, and fishermen. Skagen has been a popular summer destination for the Scandinavian sailboaters since the early 1900s, when it was frequented by the Danish monarchy. Try some of the herring caught in the waters of Skagen, where the Baltic and North Seas meet. There is a historical lighthouse in the city that is among the oldest in all of Denmark. Number 6. Aalborg. Aalborg is another old Danish city that has developed into an important industrial and cultural hub over the years. It is famous for its opera, symphony, and theatrical productions, as well as being the biggest Scandinavian celebration dedicated to the carnival tradition. The Aalborg Carnival draws visitors from all over the world. Aalborghus Castle, a former royal palace, dates back to the 16th century, and the 14th century Budolfi Church was constructed on the site of a prior Viking church. Two significant historic structures include the 17th century mayor's half-timbered and sandstone mansion and the Dutch Renaissance home of Jens Bang, which has served as a pharmacy for 3 centuries. Number 5. Rabjerg Mile. Rabjerg Mile is a sand dune that is 1 kilometer wide and 1 kilometer long. It is 40 meters high and made up of about 3.5 million cubic meters of sand. Every year, it moves about 15 meters to the northeast, getting closer to Denmark's highest point, Greenland. Up to 500,000 people come to see this amazing natural phenomenon. From the top of the dunes, you'll experience a stunning view. The walk to the top can be a bit challenging, but the view is worth your sweat and effort. And the Church of St. Lawrence, known as the Sand-Covered Church, is a real testimony of how the landscape has changed over the centuries due to the moving dunes. Number 4. Aarhus. Aarhus is Denmark's second largest metropolis. It faces the Aarhus Strait and the bay. This city in central Jutland is conveniently located close to the coast, several woodlands, and many national parks. But it's also a hub for artistic expression. Among Aarhus's most recognizable monuments is the AROS Aarhus Art Museum. Guests may see the stunning rooftop sculpture while taking a stroll. The Old Town Open Air Museum caters to those with varying preferences. It's a popular destination for tourists in Denmark. Go on a historical adventure in Old Town. The homes, landscapes, and daily routines of Danes from all eras are all there for you to explore and learn about. Number 3. Odense. The third largest city in Denmark, Odense sits on the island of Fyn, west of Copenhagen. The St. Canute Cathedral, a brick Gothic temple built at the start of the 14th century, is the city's most recognizable and well-known landmark. Many visitors go here to see the home where the well-known author Hans Christian Andersen lived. It has been converted into a museum where you can see some of his writings. The Funen village is an outdoor museum in Odense, consisting of roughly 20 traditional Danish homes and farms. Number 2. Faroe Islands. The Faroe Islands are located in the North Atlantic, and no location on the islands is more than 5 kilometers from the water. Around the area, which is mostly high mountains, there are about 70,000 sheep and more than 2 million pairs of seabirds, including the largest colony of storm petrels in the world. There are less than 20,000 people living in the capital of Tórshavn, making it the least populous capital in all of Europe. It is also one of the roughest cities you've ever seen, with gloomy skies, a constantly churning sea, high grassland hills, and rocky coastal cliffs. Between early July and late August, the islands get the lion's share of their annual tourists. This is a good time to go if you're interested in seeing some of the world's rarest plants and animals. Number 1. Copenhagen. Located on the eastern coast of Zealand, the capital city of Denmark, Copenhagen, is also the country's most populous urban area and home to the oldest operating amusement park in the world, Tivoli Gardens, which first opened its gates to the public in 1843. Sailing around Copenhagen's canals is a unique and entertaining way to see the Danish capital, and the vibrant Nyhavn Canal has quickly become a symbol of the city. One of Copenhagen's most recognizable landmarks is the Little Mermaid, a bronze statue that has dominated the city's Baltic Sea-facing Lana Linnea waterfront promenade since 1913. Visit the Town Hall Square, Aarhus Blossom, and the King's Garden on your stroll around the Danish capital. And don't miss the National Gallery of Denmark and the National Museum if you're interested in art or history. Denmark is rolling out all kinds of entertainment, from heritage treats to architectural treasures, modern art, and delicious traditional cuisine. Does Denmark really deserve to be ranked as the happiest country on earth several times? If you want a specific destination, please write it down in the comments below, and the country with the most comments will be our next video. Don't forget to check out our newest channel, Relax in Travel, to bring some peace and nature into your life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good day.